Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And for today, I have some gaming news and updates about some new games that are going to be coming out for Steam. If you guys are not yet a subscriber to the channel and you would like to see more, go ahead and get subscribed for more content. Be sure to turn on all your bell notifications so therefore you'll always stay up to date with every bit of news and updates and everything gaming associated here on the channel. With that being said, I definitely do want to apologize for the inconvenience. Had a little bit of a technical difficulty at the moment, but I somehow managed to get through that. So, anyway, before we go ahead and start in on this news information, I definitely do want to take the time to thank you guys for being a part of the channel. And for those of you who haven't yet got subscribed, go ahead and get subscribed for more. And until then, I definitely do thank everybody for all the views. And I definitely do want to thank you guys for viewing my channel. Holy shit, guys. 930 views. We actually made it. So, as you guys know, that there are some new games being released, and there are others still pending release. Nobody knows exactly when these games are going to be released for PC or for console, or even if they're going to be for cross-platform. A lot of the new games actually do start out with PC, but eventually do get switched over to console, depending on the game, depends on what the dev would put that out for, depending on the platform. So, as you guys know, I have been checking out I've been checking out everybody's comments, and so far I haven't seen any comments come in lately. So if I have missed your comment, I definitely do apologize sincerely for the inconvenience, but I will definitely be checking everybody's comments at the end of the stream. With that being said, first and foremost, I do have my coffee. It is very lukewarm. So, as you guys know, I do smoke on my channel. I do drink coffee on my channel. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this other PC fired up. Just to kind of give you guys a little bit of a recap of some of the games that are still pending release. Car Dealer Simulator is already in stage 2. They're almost done with stage 2 beta testing. I do believe there is 12 days left of the game before its initial release. So they said 13 days last time I checked. So that right there should be an indication to me that hopefully the game does launch exactly on the May 29th of 2025. Unless something actually happens, which I hope it doesn't, but there's also going to be some patch note updates and much more associated with the game. But as you guys could tell, I had a little bit of a rough start getting this live stream started. It first started out with a so-called connection issue. That was the warning that I got across my screen, so I went to try to reload it. Did not give me that option, so I opted out and went back in and basically started back over from scratch. So that's why I'm a few minutes late to the stream, guys. So as most of you guys may know, I haven't heard anything about GTA 6 yet. I'm waiting to hear some feedback on that. And so far, I came up with absolutely nothing. So I don't know exactly what's going on with that just yet, but I will take a deeper dive into that and try to figure out what's going on. And once I find something out, I'll let you guys know here on the channel. But there was a lot of acting scripts and stuff like that. A lot of actors did not, in fact, want to do that, so they pretty much went on strike for that time being. So that's the last bit of information I knew currently at that time. So I don't know. It's possible they could be working on the game. Just depends on. I don't know what their situation is. Rockstar hasn't made any special announcements for that game to be released. So I have no idea exactly where that's going to be going and how soon they're going to make a special announcement. I guess that's yet to be seen or heard. So anyway, guys, my wires are not tangled up. I took care of that shortly before I made the attempt to jump onto the live stream the first time. This is my second attempt, so I'm already here now. So also, one more thing that I definitely do want to tell you guys: if you do happen to start up Steam, it will come up with different types of things that pop up. It'll say loading user data, so that's practically common. So I'm going to go down here and see exactly if that does pop up. So there are two pages. I'm going to close one out, and so far from what it looks like, guys, um, I'm going to show you that Car Dealer Simulator is in fact in stage 2 beta testing. They're pretty much in the midst of wrapping things up. Here it is right here. It's a free download. Oh, no, 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 no. Crap. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. I did move the microphone. Hopefully, I didn't sneeze in anybody's ear. I do apologize sincerely for that. Seasonal allergies. Anyway, there we go. Full release date. All right, guys. Here's the new update. The full release date is May 29th, 2005. I hope I read that correctly. Let me scroll down here. Let's close that window out. Damn. Not a way to start a live stream. It says planned release date for May 29th, 2025. So it doesn't exactly, I don't know if I see any countdowns on here or not. It doesn't look like I do. But let's try this again. Let's click on this one here. So yes, that date is actually set for May 29th, guys. Um, I don't know exactly where they're going to be setting their prices when it comes to this game. Probably not. It's probably not going to be that expensive, guys. So just kind of keep them. I I'll keep my eyes and ears open. So if I happen to come across anything, I will definitely let you guys know here on the channel. So, and here's one I haven't done in quite a while. So I'm going to go ahead and move this over here. I don't know why that keeps moving on me. And as you guys can see, Farmers Dynasty 2, that is still pending release. There is no set date that I'm aware of. Says coming soon to early access, but there is no date. But it says planned release date 2025. But I don't know. Maybe something might have happened with their beta testing, or they may have taken some time off from that. And it's allowing me to blow that up. Add this to your wish list and get notified when it becomes available. So pretty much from what I'm seeing and observing, guys, there's nothing here specifically of any dates of release. And if you actually happen to see something on YouTube where they're actually giving a set date, just to kind of keep you guys informed, that's clickbait information, because this, I just went to their official website on Steam. So nothing yet, guys. So that's pretty much all I have right now when it comes to those updates. Vane is also still pending release. It's not out yet, but there is a free demo of that if you'd like to play that. Just uh, just be careful playing the game, guys, because it is very glitchy. The demo version. I still haven't heard anything about when that's going to be subjected to be released, or what when the devs are going to be releasing that game. So I don't have anything else here that I know of, unless there's something I'm missing. But there's also a whole entire variety of different games that you can play on Steam. Like for one, there's one called the Precinct. Let me backtrack this one and click on this. I'll show you guys a video of this. This is their launch trailer. Losing the war on crime. Entire neighborhoods are in the grip of gang violence. There are daily high-speed pursuits across the city. And this just in, another armed robbery is in progress. Every single one of you took an oath to protect this city, its residents, and your fellow brothers in blue. That's what matters. Follow the vehicle. Hard patch in progress. Watch out. We got a vehicle flying here. We're the ones out there making the hard choices. And those choices are what make us who we are. Central, get the cell ready. We got you, scumbag. Central all units, bank robbery in progress. Shots fired. Okay, kid.
You wanted the real deal? This is it. Be advised, suspects are heavily armed. Approach with caution. Looks like that perp has been taken into custody. They're doing something at Warehouse 6. I'm going in.
So if you guys want to get this game, this one here is already out now on Steam, guys. You guys should check that out. You might be able to get this on Epic Games and Game Pass and so forth. And if you guys would like to know exact, for those of you who don't know where you can probably get some of, where you guys can actually get some of the games and links and stuff like that, I have the game links in the description below. Check that out if you like. And happy gaming, guys. And for zombie games, if you guys are definitely into zombie games, there is one right now that's getting ready to be released, and the name of that game is called Retrieval. Not sure exactly what type of graphics on different games that you're looking for, but just take note of this. Also, beware of some of the prices. They may start out a little high, but over a period of time, those prices would be subject to drop. They would lower their prices on those as well. So if the prices are beyond your budget, just wait a little while. Those prices will drop eventually. So just a little FYI for you guys. So Thursday's night live stream, I definitely do want to apologize for the inconvenience there. I was completely wore out, guys. I couldn't even, it was to the point I couldn't even function on the stream. So yeah, it was like that. So I will definitely try to be more well rested before getting onto any streams. So therefore, I can actually get my stuff together and get a little bit more prioritized. And as you guys notice, there is a new version of Doom getting ready to be released, guys. It's called Doom: The Dark Ages. I don't know if it's going to be for any other gaming platform, games and stuff like that. I don't really associate too much with console, but I do a lot of PC games on here.
Look who's decided to message me after all these years.
So if you guys are looking forward to playing some of these new games that are being released, like I said before, you guys can check these out. Most of these games are available on Steam. You guys could probably check other different platforms like Game Pass and Epic Games. So Game Pass is basically mostly for Xbox and maybe PlayStation. I'm not exactly 100% on that. So anyway, feel free to check those games out, guys. If you do have questions, comments, or concerns about anything that I mentioned here on the channel, please feel free to drop your question over here in the chats, or feel free to leave a comment down below in the comment section. and I will try to answer your guys' question the best I can. But just note for the records, I do not provide false or misleading information on my channel because that's not exactly what I'm all about. So, little heads up for you there. But be aware that there are some YouTubers out there that would probably make false claims about certain games and stuff like that. Just be aware of that, guys. And just continue to check their platforms for their release dates and so forth. So therefore, you're getting the most accurate information instead of clickbait info. But there are a bunch of there are probably a handful of YouTubers out there that will probably push out clickbait information just to gain clout or subs. So if they give you a specific date and specific time, I would just myself personally, I would be very dismissive of that. And I would check that information out for myself. And if I happen to find out some information about that as well, I will definitely let you guys know here on the live stream. So again, this is basically what I do. It's not all about myself, guys. It's not all about me. It's about you guys, the viewers, and I definitely do want to take the time to thank each and every single one of you for checking out my channel. And for those of you who are subscribed to the channel as my newest ones, I definitely do appreciate you guys as well. I definitely do appreciate and all of the love and support that you've shown me here. So I definitely do thank you guys for that. And sometimes I just don't seem to think that I could thank you all enough. But hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. So I'm going to basically do something here on the channel that I haven't done here in quite a while. I'm basically going to do a Q&A. Oh, excuse me. Not bad manners, just damn good coffee. All right, guys, I got a Q&A started. And the question that I'm asking here, what is going on with my chats? Ah, there we go. So basically what the Q&A that I actually have up here, guys, is what games would you like for me to discuss on the next live stream? So take some time, think about that question, and hit me up in the chats, guys. Actually, I'm in reference to new games, so I didn't get a chance to type in but new games. But this is pretty much in reference to the Q&A. what new games would you like for me to discuss here on the next live stream? And if there's something I haven't checked out yet, let me know in the comments down below, and I will definitely check those out. I'll let you guys be the judges of the next game that I'll be talking about. So whoever actually has the most votes, whoever actually mentions one game the most, more than likely that will be the game that I'll be talking about on the next live stream, guys. So there you have it. So go ahead and feel free to cast your votes, and let's see what we come up with. Because now this has got my ambitions up a little bit too, a little bit higher than normal. So if there's something you guys definitely do want, if there's something that you definitely would like for me to talk about, please be very precise about it and be discreet. And you guys are also more than welcome to join into the chats if you like. But like I've been saying in my other live chats, let's try to keep everything professional, um, because negativity will not be tolerated at any given time here on the channel, guys. Uh, I will be fair enough to let you guys know at least twice. So if there's any negative comments being made, I will let you know that that will not be tolerated here on the channel. Also, please be respectful to myself, my mods, and everybody else and my viewers as well, because we're not here to spark up any type of negative disputes or anything like that. We're just here to kick back, relax, and have a good time, and hopefully enjoy the live stream. So I definitely do want to take the time to thank you guys for understanding where I'm coming from. But most of all, let's just have fun on the channel, guys. And also, one more thing, I definitely do want to give a huge shout out to all my new subscribers, all my subscribers who's been with me for a while. I definitely do want to shout them out as well. So huge shout out to each and every single one of you. And again, I definitely do appreciate all the love and support that you've shown here on the channel. But as you guys noticed, that there has been some changes in my mod status. So I still have some of the same moderators, and a lot of other mods I ended up having to let go, unfortunately. I know that was kind of a very difficult decision for me to make, but I actually had to make that decision myself. So Don, Robert, if you're both watching, you're both still mods. That's not going to change anything. That's not going to change at all. Chris and Mila, you're both also still mods, and I also have a new mod on here. So I will definitely highlight that person's name, and I will definitely put that up at the top of the chat. So therefore, that probably wouldn't be such a bad idea. So now come to think about it, I think on the next live stream, I'm probably going to go ahead and put a list of mods up there at the top. So I am definitely going to be taking notes of that and putting those moderators at the top of the chats. So if you guys do have questions, and I may have possibly missed your question, please feel free to ask my mods if they have an answer to your question. Hopefully, they'll answer your question the best way they can. If they don't, if they're not too sure about something, I'm sure more than likely they'll ask me. And if that's the case, I will post a comment in the chats with an answer to your question. So if I happen to miss something, please feel free to ask my mods. But then again, I will go back and review those. But most of the time, there's sometimes I might miss some of the questions, and it's not intentional because I'm kind of focusing on something else and also focusing in on the chats as well. So therefore, there might be some type of a slight miscommunication. But like I said before, it is not intentional. It's just something that kind of happens from time to time. So I hope you guys can understand that. But if I do miss your question, I will definitely go back and read through the chats again, and just to make sure that I got everybody's questions. I'll try to answer each and every single one of your questions the best way I can. I'm not going to give you any false, misleading, or something I think that you want to hear. I'm just basically going to let you know right then and there. So hopefully that covered enough ground there, guys, gals. So I'm also going to show you some simple things on how to correct some things. Also, guys, I do a lot of I also do a lot of tech on here as well. Tech tips and tricks. So therefore, if you guys are having an issue with your computer, not reading something correctly, or if you might have a little bit of a, if you might have some file conflicts or something like that, I'm going to move my camera back over here. I was going to put it here, but I got to put my password in. I don't put my I'm not going to put information like that on camera, guys. So for those of you who may have missed something about updating your graphics card and so forth in the settings, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that. I'm going to move my chats off to the right. So hopefully this does in fact, what is going on with my chats? Huh. So Guys, I'm going to show you exactly the simple way to do this, to check your graphics card information and so forth. So the first thing you're definitely going to want to do, what is this here? Uh-oh, I just got a notification. My battery is low. So I'm going to move my charging cable over here and connect that into my PC and go from there, guys. There we go. I hope everybody can see this. I guess I'll move my chats back over to the left side of my screen so my chats can actually pop out. Here we go. All right, guys. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come down here to your Windows icon where my arrow is moving around. Right click. There will be a list that'll pop up right here. Let's try this again. I bumped that by, what the hell's going on here? So once you click that, you're going to come up here to where it says Device Manager. Left click here. That's going to take you into your settings. But there will be a window that'll pop up right here. So I'm going to blow this up, make it bigger. So after you pop this page right here up, you're going to look for where it says, you're going to want to look for where it says Display Adapters. And there's see like a little arrow right next to it. So once you see that little arrow icon, left click, come down here to your graphics card, left click to highlight, right click, and update driver. Now this is going to take you directly over to another window. Search automatically for drivers. You definitely want to do this automatically if you're not tech savvy enough to do that manually. So just go up and click into your automatic option. Searching pre-installed drivers. Okay, this is what it's doing right now. So after this pops up, you'll see a little option box at the bottom, which means you only have one option. Come down here, search for update drivers, search for updated drivers on Windows Update. So go ahead and left click that. And now this is going to take you over to your settings. And right about here is where you'll see Windows Updates. Right along somewhere up here. Right here. And now if you have the option to download and install all, go ahead and download and install every one of them. Let the download begin. And this might take a little bit of time depending on your computer. And it also depends on how much storage space that you have available. So this might not go through, guys, because the memory in my PC is almost completely full. So I might have to go in and uninstall some things. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out. I'm going to, well, not close it out, but I'm going to leave those in idle. I'm going to come up here, double left click. You want to check that while you're running an app in the background. Come down to where it says this PC. Left click here. Windows C, this is basically a solid state drive known as SSD. Okay, so I've got enough memory space for that. And what I'll do is I'll come back down here, open this page up, come back down here, open that up. And I'm just going to go ahead and let this run. So when it runs the update, it may or may not possibly ask for a computer. It may or may not require a computer restart, but most of the times, depending on what the update is, that may be one of the requirements for that app to be fully installed. I don't know what just happened here, guys. I'm going to try to pop that page back open. There may have been a file conflict. But always remember, it is always good to optimize your PC's performance as well. So again, guys, I'm going to show you guys how to do that too. There we go. Now it's checking for updates. That should have just went through automatically, but I don't know what just happened there. It's just kind of bouncing back and forth. Here we go. Now we're at 1%, guys. So now the update is officially going through. And most of the time when you do your updates, these shouldn't take too long at all. But like I said, that all just depends on your computer too. So not only this works for Windows 11, but this also works for Windows 10 as well. But the more you actually, but if you guys wait, if you guys wait to do these updates, they will start to pile up, and that's something you really don't want to do. Because if you guys let your updates pile up, it's going to take up a lot of memory, guys. So just be aware of that. So if you guys, so if you guys didn't know that before, you do now. And for some reason, this is not wanting to update. What the hell is going on here? That's not what I wanted. Damn it. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, guys, let me show you something else too. So if you're trying to check your computer's driver for error messages, I'm going to show you how to do that again. If most of you don't know how to do this, it's very simple. I'm going to walk you through the steps. So you're basically going to want to come up here to your recycling bin, double left click to open the page. Over here in the left window pane, you're going to go down here to where you're going to want to come down to where it says this PC. Left click, and right here, this is your driver, your Windows C if you're on laptop. Left click to highlight, right click, and now when you got this page open, you're going to come down, you're going to want to come down to where it says properties. And you'll have a whole entire list of options to choose from at the top. So the one you're definitely going to want to go to is tools. Left click here. All right. And this little box right here, check that. Scan driver, click that. And the timing on this is basically, it says about 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Just to kind of give you guys a heads up on something, this may not be the accurate timing on here. So where it says about, that's just basically a time configuration. So now it jumped up to 6 minutes, 30 seconds, 7 minutes, now down to 6. See how the time fluctuates, guys? It's not exactly 100% accurate. So it could probably go about halfway to about 2/3 of the way, like right about here. And then it would just switch over. So if it does that, it's not the end of the world. Don't fret, guys. So your computer may possibly do that, but this, what I'm doing right here, does not require it does not require any type of restarts whatsoever. So you definitely want to let this run through complete. And once you see up here where it says scanning, after that's been completed, it will say successful. You'll see it in big blue bold letters. So that's something you definitely do want to run. Your driver was successfully scanned. Okay, now that we're here, go ahead and close that. And now you're going to want to come down, since this one's already done, you definitely want to come down to optimize. So what that's going to do is that's going to defragment your whole entire system. So Windows C drive is in fact your solid state. So Windows C, media type, solid state. Last analyzed, that was the date right there. Current status, there. Now you're definitely going to want to come down to where it says optimize. Very top. Click that. And what that's going to do, it's going to start out with a percentage. This shouldn't probably take no more than 30 seconds. So what this is doing is doing a full drive scan. So it's scanning your hard drive also and defragmenting any type of corrupted files to where that would actually optimize the performance of your PC. So 0 days, that's all complete. Now that after all this is said and done, guys, you can just go ahead and close all this stuff out. So just close this guy out. Come up there. Close that one out. Oh, and I did not officially close these pages out. So click there and I click here. And right now we are at 2%. My computer may be a little slow. Well, not maybe a little slow. My computer is sometimes very slow, guys, when it comes to updates and so forth. But then again, I guess that all just depends on the computer that you have too. So there you have it. Now we're at 4%. I really don't want to bore you guys to death with this here, but so when the update is going through, this will actually check your driver also, and this will update the driver during the time of the initial updates of everything else. So what that does, that will compress all the files together, and it will just basically run them all concurrently instead of running them consecutively. Update this file, update that file, update that file. That's consecutive. Now, if you update, now if you update your drivers and stuff like that, you run them all concurrent, it'll do them all together. All right, good news, guys. We are now at 5%. So this update right here is actually installing. So cumulative update for Windows 11 version 23H2 for a 64-base system. And yeah, which kind of leads me to think that all computers nowadays are a 64-base system. But in case you guys don't know, I did in fact go to school for this. So I do have credentials to prove this. And as you guys can see, this computer here, these little cards right here and here for the gaming computers, those are DDR5s, which is basically probably one of the highest you can get. And of course, you got the GeForce RTX here, and that right there is a liquid cooling system. And up here at the very top left-hand corner, that's pretty much your I/O system. And this cable right here, this is your USB 2.3. And this big one right here, that is a 24-pin power supply that connects right into your motherboard, which is right here. And speaking of motherboards, there are different styles of motherboards. You got the ATX motherboards. Sometimes you might have a 21 pin, or sometimes you may have a 24 pin or 26 pin, depending on the type of motherboard that you have that may be compatible for your PC. So I've been doing this type of stuff for quite a while, guys. I know how to do all the initial updates and stuff like that. Um, if you guys do have, every computer's got a BIOS system. It's basically a biometric system. So every now and then, your computer may do the automatic. Your BIOS and your computer may automatically update themselves. But just make sure that your computer is set for the automatic updates. So therefore, you don't really have to thumb through it. Sorry, guys. A little bit of technical difficulty. Um, so always make sure that your system is up to date, your software and stuff like that. You can basically check your hardware and stuff like that as well. So I definitely do encourage that, but always make sure that your system is fully up to date. Now, if you have an HP computer, you guys can go down in here where this little blue circle with the white question mark is. You guys can also click on that as well, and you can pretty much update all your systems, software, firmware. You can run diagnostics and stuff like that as well. So if you guys definitely would like to see that, I will be more than happy to show you. But this may possibly take me over to a website, which I'm not too enthusiastic of. I don't like their website. So you'll have a list of options here to choose from over here on the right side of your screen. So fixes and diagnostics, fix your network, fix your audio, optimize your performance, check your operating system, run hardware diagnostics. Where the hell is my, there it is. So let's do a hardware diagnostics, guys. Hopefully this doesn't take me to one of their websites. Ugh. Let's try this again. So we're going to go back to hardware diagnostics. Half the times I do not like this computer. Okay, since it's not going to let me do it here, I'm going to come over here to this page. Hardware diagnostics, launch. But most of all, if you guys do get a computer, HP would probably not be the best. Those computers are junk. They're very slow, and a lot of them don't live up to the expectations. And calling their customer service, they're notorious for hanging up on their customers. But a lot of their computers, most of the time, guys, will in fact freeze up. So this is why I do not strongly suggest HP. I probably need to go through and update this. So that's checking for updates. So if you do get a computer from HP and your warranty does expire and you do go to call them about an issue that you're having with your device, they are very unprofessional, guys. They're very rude, very inconsiderate. So this is why I do not recommend HP computers to anyone. So that corporation gets a little too big for their britches and they forget who put them in the position they're in today. So the vast majority of the time, the computers will eventually slow down. And I think HP does that intentionally. And that update shouldn't have taken that long. Okay, so that shouldn't have. Okay, so that's doing what it needs to do. This, on the other hand, so that's pretty much all I got there, guys. So I'm gonna move this back over here. I'm gonna show you guys where we're at when it comes to updates. because this page here is complete garbage. But HP, their computers are nothing but garbage. And as you guys can see, we're still at 5%. And that's why I don't associate myself with HP much anymore, because their systems are nothing but garbage. Close out of their page. I'm gonna try this one again, guys. Well, evidently that app is not working anymore. It's complete and utter garbage. So I might just go back in through here and reset all the apps. Okay, not able to do nothing with that. You try to go to my advanced settings. Well, nothing there. So okay. See, this is what I mean, guys. Reset all default apps. So I'm resetting all of those. So that's cleared. Good. Now we're going to go back in here and try this one again. Hopefully this one works. If it doesn't, then I'll know for a fact that this app here is nothing but garbage. But just to let you guys know, HP does have a very low rating when it comes to customer care. Yeah, so just kind of give you a heads up, guys, that app is garbage. Absolute garbage. And if you guys do have an HP computer and you do happen to use their virtual assistants, my honest opinion, guys, I believe you'd be wasting your time. So neither one of those actually worked. So I'm right back here to this page. So if your system is under warranty, it will basically cover that. But if your systems are not warranty, it shouldn't matter if they're covered by the warranty or not. All this stuff over here should be functional. So yeah, like for example, optimize performance. Or check operating system. So right now I'm at the doing a tune-up, but I'm not going to do that, guys. So what obviously seems to be a little ironic is most of these other options do in fact work. And a lot of the times I don't send them feedback. Run hardware diagnostics. That's what I got pulled up here. And you know, it's kind of funny because that one's not working. Now that I have all the windows closed, let's try this garbage app one more time and see if this does work. Sometimes you might have to go through it quite a few times for it to work, but then again, there's exactly no guarantee that it's going to work, guys. See, no matter how many times I click on this, go to that page, and I'm going to try this one again. And again, guys, as you can see, absolutely nothing. Oh, but if I want to check my battery, it'll show the battery status. So anyway, just to kind of give you a heads up on something, if you're planning on getting a computer or gaming system, because these computers are also notorious for freezing up, and sometimes the apps don't want to close out. So you definitely don't want to get stuck using HP computers because back in the 90s, HP used to be top of the line, and now they're pretty much at the bottom of the barrel. Their ratings are in the toilet, guys. So the more you guys are well informed of this, the more you'll know. Because the last time I've checked, oh, now it decides to take me to their web page. After all this time, I just closed it out, guys. I'm not going to waste my time with this garbage. So just to let you guys know, if you do get an HP computer, I probably wouldn't recommend keeping it no more than 90 days. Return it, get your money back, and I would suggest possibly picking a different brand. Now, if you're going with a gaming system, again, HP, they suck. They are the worst. But if you guys are looking for something that's real good quality, check out Alien Gen. That's pretty much all I can suggest for the time being. But anyway, I'm getting ready to wrap this. I'm getting ready to wrap this up, guys. So I will be live streaming again this coming Tuesday. So stay tuned for the latest. And if I have any more information in regards to some of the new games and stuff that are getting ready to be released or in the midst of being launched, I will definitely keep you guys up to date and let you know what's going on with that. But until then, as always, guys, stay safe, stay sharp, stay frosty, and most of all, stay vigilant. Until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.